Welcome to Krachwerk, and just in case you wanted to see what the inside of the island delay looper looks like, I just tore one apart. And the reason I did that is because, as you'll see in the previous videos, I received a bunch to demo and review. And this was the first one of the island delay loopers that I got, and it wasn't working. It was just squealing both in bypass and engaged mode. Even though it has a bypass mode, if you switch it into true bypass mode, it wasn't squealing, so there's obviously something going on. I told them about it. They immediately sent me a replacement, which is working fine, which you can see the demo of. And so I thought, well, since this thing is a dud, I can just as well open it up and see if there's anything obvious going on. And obviously I can't. So a few things I wanted to point out. Firstly, I really like the way these are made. They're actually really nicely made. So this is obviously a digital pedal. The one thing I don't like, obviously, is I don't like if jacks are mounted straight to the PCB. The connection here is of these little metal, what would you call them, finials or whatever. It seems sturdy enough, but I always think that not mounting them to the PCB is probably a better idea. There's just too much movement on them. So anyway, it does a weird kind of digital squeal, which is quite common sometimes when digital pedals don't interact nicely with others, but this one does it all the time by itself with other pedals. It doesn't matter, with the right milliamps, you name it. It's got one of these soft touches. So here's the little jobs. It literally just has a little spring that goes onto it. I've got my glasses on and I am not seeing anything obvious. So the only thing I can really test here, because it's digital and I don't know much about how they're made, the only thing I can really check is there any obvious kind of soldering that went hoo-ha, that went south, and I cannot spot it at all. However, there's one place I can't check the solder points, and that is in between here. As you can see, this has a screw fix here that holds these two layers together, and although you can unscrew that, it won't help much because this is soldered through this little riser, I'm assuming, to this. So I wouldn't be able to check, and right in between here is also where the chip is. So the chip is just behind there. So it means I don't really know how to get in there and check the solder points. The other thing I have noticed is I cannot see how any earthing is done. It must be done purely through the jacks. There's no real obvious sign. Because usually with these kind of squealy things, it's usually just an earthing thing. But anyway, I just thought you might like to see the inside while we're at it. And if I do find anything, I'm going to mess around with this a bit more. If I do see anything obvious and I do manage to fix it, I shall post it here. Yes, thank you very much. Oh, and as you know, I would like to point out that these guys there's some demos in there, and if you follow the affiliate links in the demos, you get some money off and I get some kickback, which always helps. So if you're interested in these new range of Donner pedals, please don't hesitate, check them out. Some nice close-ups. Till next time. Since there's nothing I could really find, I think the best thing to do is to just put it all back together. Maybe I'll comment just, there's a nice little lip there, and there's a nice little groove here that keeps this little thing in place so it doesn't turn. That's quite nice. There you go. This has got nice little standoffs. The LED is like a plastic little thing that comes all the way out, and the little LED is tiny, so it obviously uses refraction, which is pretty cool. I know I'm being sad here, but it is cool, I think. Now obviously I've got no idea why this thing is doing it. So what I'm suggesting is that we just do a giveaway. I was thinking that maybe, wait a minute. Just noticed something here. I'm going to put a piece of tape under that. It might be that might be making a short down there. And if you look at the bottom, this is bent over. It might be an issue. We put it in like this. No, we can't. It has like a little lip. Okay. Nice little power connector. I like these sort of things. I don't know why. I just do. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What am I doing? This has a washer underneath. Now I know all I've done is just taken it apart and put it back together. But I will actually just hook it up again just to see. Maybe something was just touching. Maybe that ground wire from the power supply was shorting. Okay. Right, let's do these first. Anybody watching this is probably gonna get super OCD about what I'm doing here. You're just gonna have to live with that. I've got a whole socket set which I'm too lazy to get out, which will do this in seconds properly. But it's Sunday, so we're gonna do this the difficult, lazy way. Scratch the casing. Okay. Just noticed something. Oh, there is no washer on this wee thing. Which I find kind of odd. When I was taking these off, it felt as if they were just hand tightened, not socket tightened. Okay, so we'll turn these all to the back. Listen. Anyway. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this in once again, just to see if anything has changed. Most likely, obviously not. And if anybody wants this thing, just ping me in the comments. And all I'll ask is for the shipping cost, and I'll send it, and then you guys can have it and see if you can fix it. So we'll just do a shipping costy thing. Okay. Thank you very much.